We often glorify independence, being on your own, not needing anyone. But what if independence isn't freedom at all? What if it's just a quieter kind of prison? Freedom and independence are two different things. As a non-native English speaker, I often use them interchangeably. But only recently did I realize just how different they actually are. But when does independence become isolation? And when does freedom become detachment? The peanut butter falcon is unique, to say the least. Once you see through its cheerful guise filled with wrestling and friendship, the story reveals itself as something much deeper, a reflection on loss and the ongoing pursuit of purpose. The film is unique in how it approaches disability, not as a lesson or an inspiration, but as a portrayal of external limitations imposed by us, society.
Bedtime, retard.
It's not uncommon for people in society to be
Your sad
judged
time is
or
so
patronized
sweet
when
of you
they're
to give
deemed
Rosemary
different or
pudding.
incapable of doing something. And while I'm sure many of these actions are done with good
Zach, this is
intentions,
not a joke.
I
That's twice
can't
now.
help but feel
Okay?
that they can be deeply disheartening. Knowing someone treats you better or just differently because they see you as different or, for lack of a better word, inferior. This status quo often places people with disabilities in a position of prejudice and limited choices, not because they can't do something, but because people think they can't. Now, I'm sure there are arguments to be made about people with disabilities needing help and support, and I do get that. But beyond a certain point, those acts of benevolence can easily stop being caring and start feeling controlling more than anything.
We're good now.
And this is exactly what Zach represents. Zach is a young man with Down syndrome, forced to live in a retirement home after his family left him. The movie opens with Zach attempting to escape the facility, driven by his dream of becoming a wrestler. Of course, he gets caught, but what's interesting is he isn't asked why he tried to escape. He isn't asked what he wants to do. Instead, he was punished, labeled a flight risk, once again reduced to just another nuisance for the people to handle. He eventually escapes with the help of a friend, and that's when he meets Tyler. Tyler is different, but in many ways, I'd say he's actually pretty similar to Zach. You see, Tyler was a fisherman, burdened by guilt and grief, feeling responsible for his brother's death. Lost and disconnected, he makes some questionable decisions, to say the least. At first glance, Tyler might seem like a guardian or savior figure for Zach, especially since he often helps and supports him during their journey. But in reality, it might actually be the other way around. You see, Tyler isn't running towards anything. He's running away. He's being chased, and survival is the only goal he has for now. Yeah, he's independent, but he is not free. His independence has become a wall, a defense mechanism. He refuses to rely on anyone else, trapping himself in isolation, imprisoned by guilt and unable to let go of the past. At first, Tyler finds Zack annoying, of course. To them, he's really just another burden that's just slowing him down. But eventually, he agrees to take him to the wrestling school Zack has always dreamt of attending. And over time, their bond deepens. As they begin to rely on each other, Tyler slowly opens up. Through Zack, Tyler finally learns to look into the future, not by forgetting the past, but by forgiving himself. On their way to the saltwater redneck wrestling school, they meet Eleanor. And Eleanor is complex.
Let's go.
While her role was that of a caretaker, I'd argue that narratively, She also functions as a quiet antagonist, a representation of a broken system. After Zack tries to flee the facility, Eleanor is the one assigned to talk to him because she has the closest relationship with him. And, well, it didn't really go all that smoothly. But Eleanor isn't evil. Nothing she does comes from malice. She was simply following procedure. And while she genuinely does care about Zack's well-being, the system she works for clearly doesn't. In a system designed for efficiency, there's only so much room left for empathy. At one point, Eleanor becomes blinded by her sense of duty, by what she's been assigned to do, and what she believes only she can do. Her conversation with Tyler
There you go.
perfectly captures
You better
this.
stop calling him a retard. So you might not be saying the word retard, all right, I'll give you that, but you damn sure is making him feel retarded.
Do you even know what I do?
Even though she cares for Zack, it often feels like she sees him as someone she needs to take care of, not someone she chooses to take care of.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This movie does something different. Although the main character is a man with Down syndrome, the Peanut Butter Falcon isn't really about disability at all. It's about life, freedom, and purpose, wrapped inside a goofy and heartfelt story about a man chasing his dream of becoming a wrestler. The film exposes an uncomfortable truth about how society, often unknowingly, treats those who are different as incapable, in need of constant help and pity, to the point where they lose the ability to define themselves. They're no longer seen as the individuals that they are, but as limitations. And while it's true that many people genuinely do need support, it's important to remember that they're still human, with their own thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. Being free doesn't mean living completely on your own. It means having your choice respected. It means being trusted to decide which path is yours to take. And sometimes, that's more than enough.